In the heart of Kazakhstan's remote steppes lies a town frozen in time. A place where clocks stopped ticking in 2013, schools closed their doors, and the residents simply fell asleep. Not for hours, not for days, for 5 years. This is Kalachi, ground zero of the strangest medical mystery of the 21st century, a phenomenon that defies logic, divides scientists, and haunts survivors to this day. Imagine a town where children napped at their desks, farmers dozed in fields of rotting wheat, and even the strayed dogs seemed to move in slow motion, a place where time itself felt broken. It began in March 2013. A 52-year-old farmer named Yuri Petrov collapsed mid-plowing, sleeping for 72 hours straight. His wife, Nina, assumed exhaustion, until she too fell asleep while cooking. By June, over 140 residents, nearly 10% of the town, were afflicted. Victims slept 18 to 20 hours daily, waking only to eat or use the bathroom. Some walked and mumbled incoherently, eyes closed. Schools shuttered, crops rotted. Locals dubbed it the sleeping sickness. The Kazakh government deployed emergency teams. Initial tests ruled out viruses, bacteria, and toxins, but blood work revealed shocking anomalies. Melatonin levels 10 times higher than normal, alongside traces of rare hydrocarbons. The PM declared a state of emergency. Yet, the cause? Unknown. 3 theories emerged. The first, the Soviet legacy. Kalachi borders abandoned uranium mines from the 1980s. In 2014, a Geiger counter detected radiation spikes near collapsed shafts. Could radon gas or carbon monoxide have seeped into groundwater? Researchers found traces of pentane and hexane, chemicals linked to fracking, but no fracking existed here. The second theory, mass hysteria. Harvard neurologist Dr. Anika Patel noted similarities to resignation syndrome, a trauma-induced coma seen in refugee children. Fear of economic collapse could trigger collective psychosomatic symptoms, she told The Lancet. But how could stress explain a 10-year-old boy sleeping through a fire alarm? The third theory, the curse. Elders spoke of a 19th century shaman's warning: the mountains will reclaim their children. One shepherd claimed to see shadowy figures near the mines at night. The old ones, angry, we disturbed their rest. But nothing fit. Radiation couldn't explain why only long-term residents were affected. Psychosomatic illness didn't account for the melatonin spikes. And the curse? Well, science doesn't do curses. Then, in 2018, the sleepers woke. Just as suddenly as it began, the epidemic ended. No medical breakthrough, no environmental cleanup. Survivors described it as snapping out of a dream. One woman recalled baking bread, blinking, and finding her kitchen covered in mold. A teenager said he lost his first kiss. He'd fallen asleep mid-conversation with his crush and woke up 5 years later. But Kalachi never recovered. Half the town fled, convinced the sickness would return. Those who stayed report lingering fatigue and nightmares. "We're cursed," said former teacher Olga Ivanova. "The mines stole our time." In 2022, a UCLA study found epigenetic changes in survivors' DNA. Genes linked to sleep regulation had been altered. "It's like their bodies forgot how to stay awake," said lead researcher Dr. Mark Chen. But what caused it? We may never know. Today, Kalachi is a ghost town. The mines remain sealed, the government denies cover-ups, and scientists are left with haunting questions. Why did it only affect those born in Kalachi? Why did melatonin levels normalize overnight? And most chillingly, could it happen again? Some blame Soviet bioweapon experiments. Others point to natural methane vents altering brain chemistry. A 2023 study suggested magnetic anomalies in the area. Could underground metals disrupt circadian rhythms? But without answers, Kalachi stands as a warning, a reminder of how fragile our wakefulness truly is. Would you risk visiting Kalachi? Let me know below. And subscribe, because next week we're exploring Centralia, the town that's been on fire for 60 years. And the government wants you to forget.